Welcome you all class 12th again in Classroom Notes by Rekha Jain. Today we are going to continue the chapter The Enemy written by Pearl S. Buck. It's part 1. I have already explained in my previous video, and by now you are well aware that this chapter is written in the time of World War II. Japan and America were at war with each other, and at that time Dr. Sadao, who was a Japanese, found an American prisoner of war in front of his house. His house was at the sea beach, and Dr. Sadao and his wife both, when had a look over the white man, they decided to throw him back into the sea. Although they were firmly deciding this, Hannah also spoke with resolution. Resolution means firmness, and still they were questioning over their decision, because she was saying, are they able to put him back into the sea? Sadao asked, if I am able, are you? Means both were doubting upon their decision. Hannah said no, if you can do it alone. Sadao also hesitated. Why did he hesitate? Because he said that if the man were whole, that means if the man would have been all right, he could have handed him to the police without any difficulty. And he cares for nothing, he said, because he is his enemy. In fact, all Americans are his enemies. And he is also a common fellow, and he called this man foolish also, his face foolish also, but because he is wounded. That means some feelings of sympathy because of his injuries. Hannah said, then you cannot throw him back into the sea. There is one thing to do. Then they should carry the house. Sadao inquired, but the servants? Then she said, we can simply tell them that we will hand him over to the police, and we must think of your position. Means again she is doubting about their actions of carrying him to the home. Simultaneously she was thinking about his position, about the children's future, about the servants, because that taking the white man to their home could risk their lives, because he was a prisoner of war. And Sadao agreed to this, and then what should we do? I won't think of doing anything else. And together, means they were not ready to carry. Simultaneously they were ready to carry, and they lifted the man who had become very light like a fowl. So author uses the device simile here. Fowl is a very light bird, like duck, and as if he was half starved for a long time, because he had not taken meal for a long time, and it seems as if only feathers and skeletons are left upon his body, and that is why his arms were hanging. They became lifeless, and they carried him into the steps to the side door of the house, and the door opened into the passage, and they carried the man into an empty bedroom. And dear students, that bedroom was of Sadao's father. After his death, that room was never used, and they put the man on the deeply matted floor. That means mats were put over the floor, and that room was a traditional room. Everything was Japanese, and even the chair, the bed, everything was Japanese. Not even the single thing was foreign things. And Hannah took out some soft quilts from the cupboards, opening the doors, and while covering the person with the quilts, she hesitated, because the quilts were so beautiful, covered with flower silk, and lining was pure white silk. Because he was very dirty, she murmured, she whispered in sadness. In distress means sadness. And yes, Sadao also agreed he should better be washed, and he told her to bring hot water. But she did not permit him to touch him because he was a white man, and that is why she told that she would give the instruction to the servants. That's why she went to children's room to call Yummy, who can wash him. Now Sadao thought for a moment, agreed. Okay, send Yummy, but the I will tell the others. Okay, I means Sadao said he will call other servants. But the utter pallor means pale face of the man's unconsciousness moved him not to go from there, compelled him not to go from there. He was he bent down to, he stooped means he bent down to check his pulse. Pulse means his beat. He had become unconscious, the pulse was very low, very faint, and when he put his hand against the man's cold breast, he was still alive. And Dr. Sadao immediately said that he would die if he is not operated upon. But if the Dr. Sadao also said the question whether he will die anyway, means whether he will be operated upon or not, he will definitely die. Hana cried out in fear not to save him, because what if he should live? Kya hoga if he is able to survive? So Sadao replied, what if he should die? That means he is a human being, he should be saved. And he stood gazing down the motionless man. Gazing down means constantly looking at the motionless man. And then doctor said something about this man. He must have extraordinary vitality, that means energy. Extraordinary means special. Otherwise he would have been dead by now. Because why? Because he was perhaps young, not more than 25, not yet 25. That means you mean to die from the operation? Hana asked. Dr. Sadao said yes. Now Hana became doubtful over this. When she didn't answer, Sadao moved, and because he was of the opinion that something must have been done for this man, first of all he must be washed, and that's why he went quickly to the room. Hana came behind him because she didn't want to stay alone with the man, and because Sadao had gone out, and he was the first man, means this POW, prisoner of war, was the first man, first white man whom she had seen after leaving America. Now she hated all the white men. What she has to do? They are all her enemies. He was also her enemy, a menace. That means he was a problem, danger. Either he lives or dies. And she turned to the nursery. The nursery was a room, a special room for the children, and she called Yummy. But when the children heard her voice, she went inside for a moment, smiled at them, and played with the baby boy, now who was 3 months old. Now she motioned with her mouth, means she gestured with her mouth to over the soft black hair of the baby to Yummy to come with her. And Yummy said, okay, I'll put the baby to the bed, he's ready to sleep. And after keeping the baby onto the quilts, she went with Yummy into the bedroom next to the nursery, and having spread the sleeping quilts on the floor, put the baby and between them. And then Hana and Yummy both led the way quickly and softly to the kitchen. Both of them went to the kitchen, and the two servants, they were frightened. That means they were scared because of their master had told something to them. Who were these two servants? Old gardener and the another house servant, who pulled a few hair on his upper lips out of anger, and he said that master ought not, that means should not, heal the wound of this white man. And he said bluntly, means in a straightforward manner, to Hana. And he said, this white man must die, First he was shot, then the sea caught him, and then the rocks also wounded him. So he turns here supernatural. He says, if master heals his wound, the gun and the sea will take revenge on them. Hana became courteous, that she became polite here. She says, okay, I'll tell Dr. Sadao. But she was also frightened, she was also scared over the statement of the servant, because although she was not superstitious, she never believed in orthodox views, but at this time she was scared. And although she had told Yummy to fetch hot water, that means to bring hot water into the room of the white man, and she went ahead, slid back means opened the partitions, opened the doors, and Sadao hadn't yet come there. Yummy was after her, put down the wooden bucket, and she went over to the white man, and she saw her thick lips, means Yummy had started protesting, folded themselves into stubbornness. Firmness means Yummy had shown her firmness not to do the action, not to do the work, and she bluntly refused of washing the white man, and she says, I won't wash this dirty man. Hana cried severely, means strictly, and commanded, you will do whatever I am ordering you. Commands you means order you. And that was so fierce, a look of resistance upon Yummy's round, dull face. Means Yummy had become so stubborn. She controlled, she resisted of, and Hana felt scared over her strict look on the face. That look was so fierce, means terrible. And after all, if the servant should report something that was not as it happened, and when Yummy refused to obey her owner, then Dr. Sadao's wife, Hana, spoke with dignity, spoke with respect, to understand that they only intended to make him conscious, put him into the senses, means make him conscious, and then they will hand him over to the police. Yummy said she didn't have anything to do with that. She was a poor man, she was a poor person, and she cannot take such a risk. And then Hana asked her to return to her work back. And at this, Yummy left the room quickly, and Hana went alone into the room of the white man, because earlier she was afraid, but now she was angry over Yummy's stubbornness. Stubbornness means strictness, and that is why she continued doing the work herself. Calling Yummy stupid, she muttered fiercely. That means she complained fiercely. Fiercely means terribly. This is only a man, and a wounded man, we should help. And in the conviction, in her conviction means firm belief. In her conviction of her being superior to Yummy, she went impulsively over the white man. Impulsively means without thinking, and opened that removed that blanket, and then opened the dirty clothes, and his chest was exposed, and she, having dipped the towel into the hot water, she cleaned the chest of the man carefully, and the white skin, a fine texture, a fine touch of the skin came out, and this showed that he was blonde. When he must have been blonde when he was a child. So this is all in today's video. We'll continue in our third video. Thank you. Bye bye.